collective, and welcome in for a daily general read. I've got some synchronicities, some notes, and then some cards that came out while I was prepping the deck. So I saw the Six of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, Three of Pence, and then the Queen of Swords with the Ace of Wands. So from that, I'm kind of getting the feeling that most likely a feminine energy who is strong within their power and quite discerning is either moving away from a established community or towards an established community. Or they're telling me maybe it's not established yet, but will be with her presence. And it's going to be something that's really exciting. So that's good. That could be a synchronicity for you, confirmation, or somehow related to the reading. We will see. We've got holding two truths, realities, and options. So what I kept on seeing was this. Somebody sitting like this. So this could be seen as like a meditative pose. This could be seen as openness, you're receiving. This could also be seen as a rainbow. Holding two truths, two options, balance, willingness to release as well was coming up with that. The Akashic Library card kind of popped out and wanted to sit all on its own. So maybe you're gaining access to the Akashic Library, maybe you're working with it, maybe there's something relevant in the library that you could benefit from tapping into. And then the last thing I got was the term irreversible damage. So a bit of a switch up on that last message, but perhaps it's relevant. We've got octopus on the bottom of the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, which is what we'll be starting with. So, with love, light, and gratitude, I call upon you, ascended masters, archangels, ancestors, guardians, galactics, and guides, the highest white light and the frequency of love to assist me in channeling messages clearly and concisely for the highest good of my collective at this time. I'm also going to lovingly and adoringly call upon Saint Germain, the violet flame, to assist me and all worthy hearts at the effortless and immediate task of transmuting any lower level energies, entities, or others seeking to influence us or Gaia at this time. Thank you for blessings, thank you for protection, thank you for guidance, and thank you for connection. I'm also going to declare complete and immediate sovereignty of my energy as well as the collectives. We are going to blind and block all illegitimate or unlawful remote viewers, spies, psychics, what have you. We are going to repel any energy that is not for our highest good and does not belong to us, and we are going to reclaim our yummy divine energies. Okay, so the first card we had come out was Whale in reverse. I didn't straighten these cards out though, so some of them are upright, some of them are in reverse. I'm not going to say that this is necessarily an in reverse whale, nor an in reverse lizard, though I'm thinking this one could perhaps be a bit shadowy. I think this is a dynamic between two people, or perhaps two aspects of one individual. Let's go in with the book and read the whale first. And perhaps I will also read the lizard. We will see. Actually, no, I'm gonna hold this for you. Desire to delve deeper is the first term that is mentioned in the book. So that is really mentioning the Akashic Library in my eyes. So maybe you're getting deeper in your spiritual practices. Congratulations if so. All right, desire to delve deeper, profound peace, ancient wisdom. The whale represents profound emotional health and stability. Whale personalities are not afraid of emotional expression or traversing difficult terrain, as they have overcome many challenges in their lives. These experiences have enriched them and given them stability, strength, and a depth that is rare. Whale energy is usually linked to the feminine forces of compassion and communication. We can depend on whale personalities when all else seems lost and trust them to be a beacon in our darkest hour. Beautiful. When in balance, calm, steady, deeply compassionate. When out of balance, heavy, slips into the old story. To bring into balance, regular self-care. And when I'm reading the calm and steady, I'm kind of feeling like energetically charged, like I'm energetically hemorrhaging is a term that I'm personally in resonance with. And I don't know if that's your energy, if that's external energies, but I'm feeling that like kind of like vibrating sort of sense. And maybe that means that if you are somebody who operates in this whale energy, you could benefit from self-care. I am a huge proponent of that personally, under nearly any circumstance. We're gonna go in and read the lizard now. The lizard is certainly somebody who could be a bit on edge and a bit energetically vibrating if they are a bit triggered or a bit overwhelmed. So the lizard is instinctual, sensitive to the subtle, and is a dreamer. The lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception. As if it has a sixth sense, the lizard hears what is yet to be spoken and sees what is yet to manifest. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. Big crowds, lots of travel, or overstimulation will drain a lizard of their magical essence. This card's an indication to pull back from bright lights in the big city, return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name. When in balance, artistic, telepathic, spiritual. When out of balance, elusive, non-committal, flaky. To bring into balance, creative project. So the common theme with both of these is really saying that it's about getting back to the self. It's about nurturing your inner waters. It's about perhaps disconnecting from things that could distract you. And I'm hearing some ringing, so perhaps there's been a numbing, a distraction, a band-aid of the external placed upon some heaviness on your heart. I just felt kind of like a bit of tension right here, so maybe that's what it's about. And we've got fire as well as water, so this could be seen as the masculine and the feminine energies within you or externally to you. This is about bringing both of these into balance in order to exist in a harmonious way. All right, look at the hyena in reverse. And considering we'd seen the octopus to begin with, and then these two sides of the moon, it's giving me a mixture of like codependency, addiction, anxiety, depression, just some mental health struggles that somebody could be dealing with at the moment. And if that's the case, then please do what you need to care for yourself and care for your spirit as well as your mental health. We're gonna go in with the Mystic Mondays, and we've got Temperance on the bottom of the deck, so perhaps that is a suggestion. Maybe you're somebody who has been over-consuming or has been tempted to over-consume, and Spirit is offering you the opportunity to tap into your temperance energy and come out on top of these cravings or old stories or patterns that might be trying to like rope you back in due to how comfortable you are with them. All right. Okay, Spirit, can you please give me the most relevant messages for my collective at this point in time? I'm gonna do these. Today is the 16th of September, but readings are timeless, energy is fluid. Take the roles as they fit or flip them as they need to, as you need to, pardon me. Let's go ahead and get out some energy. Okay, we've got a Four of Cups in reverse. So yeah, this is giving me a sense of uneasiness, dissatisfaction, possible lethargy, and even a sense of like withdrawal kind of. Yes, from your community, but also more so like from yourself. It kind of links back to that feeling of numbing that I was getting earlier, kind of like being overwhelmed and not wanting to take maybe the suggestion that Spirit is offering you in order to resolve what sort of deep feelings you're experiencing, possibly in regards to heartbreak, whether that be romantic, platonic, in work. I get the feeling that somebody is just not operating in their highest octaves at the moment, and I think that you probably know that, collective, and I think that it might be making it a bit more difficult for you. Five of Wands in reverse. So this is a need to put down the struggle, the fight, but what I'm really getting is that this is probably how you're feeling internally right now, at odds with yourself, feeling like maybe there's just too much going on and you can't really get a hold of things. Like there's no sense of stability because of how muddled your thoughts might be or your emotional landscape. And it's kind of just contributing to this uneasiness, this feeling of being unwell, unsettled, and Spirit is wanting you to know that the whale energy is considered the master. That's that image I was seeing. The whale is the master of the water element, so you're somebody who feels very, very deeply, and oh, actually, how funny, we've got water energy, fire energy, water energy, fire energy. You've got a very deep well of emotional intelligence as well as intuition and inner strength that you are able to tap into if you so choose. And I think that what Spirit wants you to know is it is as simple as choosing, and it may not feel as simple as choosing in the moment. You might be dealing with a lot of, as I mentioned, very overwhelming experiences or thoughts or feelings, and it's like, well, yeah, you can tell somebody to tap into those feelings and that deep healing that exists within them, but when they're in the thick of it, it's not really that simple, right? But it kind of is. It's making a conscious decision to anchor in that higher timeline and that higher self. Queen of Swords, she made an appearance. So this is Spirit saying that you can put a stop to whatever these habits, behaviors, thoughts are that are kind of disconnecting you from your ability to tap into your highest self. You have the discernment, you have the strength, you have the cunning, but I think you're probably just a bit overwhelmed right now, and yeah, you're feeling stuck between two worlds, quite possibly. There's a Knight of Pentacles here in reverse. This could be somebody externally to you that's maybe not very stable, that could be maybe have some baggage in their life, or this is you, okay? This could very well be you being weighed down by these things that are impacting you at this moment in time. And again, Spirit is saying you can put your hand up to those sort of heavy, denser emotions that you experience, not from a place of denial or suppression, but from a place of like, I see this for what it is, the earth element, like I acknowledge it, I understand it, I will process it, and I will take myself from being in a place of stagnancy and feeling stuck in the mud and feeling hopeless, and I'll flip myself back upright. But I am the only one who can do that. You know, this lady's alone in that barren wasteland, so you could be feeling very isolated, like I mentioned, but it's like you are also the ruler of that kingdom. So it's up to you on how you want to handle situations or people or internal experiences that are operating in this sort of mucky energy, okay? Spirit, what else do we need to know? Queen of Pentacles up here, okay? So that is saying that you have the opportunity to transform yourself from somebody who's a knight and in reverse to somebody who is upright and a queen. So this is a stark difference, okay? You can harness your energy and utilize the potentially destructive thoughts that operate within your reality or within yourself, and you can transmute them into a sense of wholeness, stability, security, and healing for yourself. It's how you interact with these things that are trying to tempt you out of your highest timeline, right? Like, do you want them to win, or do you want to hold fast, hold steady, keep it together, keep your eyes on the prize, maintain stability in the face of adversity? You've got 2 4s here now, so you could be life path 4. 4s could be relevant for you. You could have been born in, I don't know what that, Cancer? I think Cancer? No. Disregard that. I'm still studying astrology, okay? Spirit, what else do we need to know about this? It's too many. Yeah, the cards are feeling kind of, not finicky, but they're feeling like kind of stuck. And I think that's probably how you've been feeling, collective. You've been feeling like you're maybe put in like a timeout, or really that there's just like a lot of things that are against you. But it's all about your perception, really. That is the biggest thing that I think Spirit wants to highlight. And this is something that I've been learning as well. So I totally relate to this. But it's all about whether or not you are willing to declare energetic sovereignty over how you exert your energy, over the things you give your focus to, give your emotional scruples to. What are you working on? Is it moving you closer to your goals, or is it moving further from your goals, or are you staying stuck? Are you in the same place because maybe you see all of these different options and you're like, well, I don't know which one's right for me, so I'm just gonna sit here. Oh, there's a rainbow in there, and I was saying rainbows are relevant. I'm just gonna sit here and maybe look up into the sky and daydream perhaps instead of actually putting in active work. That could be the case for some of you, and this is kind of unfortunately compounding this feeling of disempowerment that you experience, as well as this feeling of stuckness. So, oh, we've got an Empress. Okay, so this is a great progression I'm seeing here, collective. You're, again, somebody, this is like your higher self. This is what I feel. Your higher self is saying, please tap into me, call on me. Some of you could benefit from actively saying, like, I'm channeling my higher self. I'm acting as my higher self. I'm channeling my highest timeline. Things like that could be a great benefit. And I'm hearing some ringing. So consider doing that if that resonates. This is perhaps what you're feeling right now, or what you've been feeling in the recent past. And it's saying you'll go from this, to putting in work where it is necessary. And then it's the Empress, okay? So you go from a sense of instability, insecurity, inability to exert your energy in an ideal way, to somebody who is so full of divinity and energetic sovereignty and is capable of tapping into her yummy nurturing waters as she is her fire energy to create. The Lizard card was mentioning this is an artist. This is somebody who creates, and creating is very different for everybody. You could create a meal plan. You could create a garden. You could create something that seems very 3D, but for you it is a form of creation, and it brings a great deal of happiness, okay? But right now, you're in a position of Six of Cups in reverse with the Princess of Wands in reverse. So again, more of that fire and water energy seems to be, okay, that's what they were saying. There's a need to balance these two energies. Perhaps you have been too much in, yeah, that's what it is, okay. You've been too much in your feminine energy, regardless of your gender. And because of that, this masculine aspect of you, the exertion of will, the starting things and maintaining things, has sort of had a wrench thrown in it because you've been in a state of receiving, which is beautiful. I love feminine energy, I absolutely do. But you do need to balance them, okay? Hold those two things at once. Right now, there's a bit of an imbalance. And Spirit's encouraging you to have strength in order to overcome these swords that have related or resulted from being too much in one of your energies. For some of you, it could be too much in your masculine, but for the large part of you, what I'm seeing is it's a need to strengthen that masculine, perhaps your actual perception and your viewpoint on masculine energy, on men, whatever it may be. That aspect of you is needing some nurturing so that you can become balanced, so that there isn't a crossing of wires here internally and possibly externally, and so that you can actively exert energy as well as create in order to become your best, baddest, and brightest self, and most likely channel some really nice, yummy energy into your reality, as well as just achieving a state of peace, because I do feel, like I was mentioning, like that energetic hemorrhaging. And you know what, we're gonna do the Soul's Journey to close this out. Energetically hemorrhaging is very difficult because then you're essentially giving away your power, right? And on the bottom of the deck, we had discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. And discipline is, one could say, a more masculine attribute. That is, again, the act of acting and having your eyes on the prize. So, oh, fear in reverse. Okay, so the possibility to release fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. These two cards right here that we started with, the Four of Cups and then the Five of Wands, this is giving me a sense of fear, of overwhelm, of lack of peace. And I think that's kind of where you've been, collective. But if you are able to love, I was going to say both your masculine and your feminine as one, if you're able to be friends with both parts of yourself, then you are able to achieve an equilibrium. And yeah. I'm not taking all of these. And then equilibrium will assist you in creating your highest timeline, okay? Self-esteem came out that says, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Beautiful. And then envy, I'm the same as everybody else, but with different challenges. So for some of you, like I was mentioning, this could perhaps relate to how you interact with people as well as your internal energy of the opposite gender. So whether you be a man or a woman, it's how you view the other side of that coin, okay? It could be something that has in the past influenced or impacted your self-esteem, and it may currently be doing that. And Spirit suggestion is that you understand that there is value in both sides of you, both sides of the masculine and the feminine, and the sooner you can see that, respect that, and tap into that, the more you can act from a place of sovereignty, self-esteem, and balanced creation, which is a beautiful message. So thank you for being here, collective. If you'd like to book me for a personal, check out the description. Love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.